No, it's not. I've just got my space.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome, hopefully a suitably warm welcome to you here in the auction room. What a lovely day it is today, gosh, to be sure. I'm assuming that you're all not here just to shelter from the storm outside, and that you're here because you are excited by the Christchurch property market, as indeed you should be. So the warmest of welcomes to you here at Bayleys House, more importantly, the Bayleys auction room. My name is Connor Patton. It's my pleasure and privilege to be assisting you in your endeavours today. I'll be taking you through the conduct of the auction. I'll be taking you through the contracts of sale. I will give you my brief thoughts on the property for what they're worth to you, but more importantly, I'm looking forward to hearing what you will have to say about them, particularly as to value. A number of other introductions to be made today. Mr. Justin Haley, residential manager there, currently our traffic warden, thank you sir, and Lisa Parr, auction coordinator here, handling the bids, which you'll be seeing in the right hand side of the screen as well. If at any point you have any questions, please certainly folks don't feel shy about singing out. We'll make sure we answer those promptly for you. For those that are looking today to bid and buy, can I implore you to treasure this window of exclusivity that you have in the auction room. What it does is it gets you ahead of equally zealous but less able conditional buyers, and if you press that advantage, I'm very, very confident that we can get you over the line, as they say. So the conduct of auction, this sets out the roles and responsibilities of our key players. The owners, as well as offering these lovely properties, have given me confidential reserve prices, and you need to bid quickly because they reserve the right to withdraw it from sale before it has been sold and without declaring it. So if you're here today to bid and buy, quite clearly and simply, that is your role, to bid, to reach the reserve price, and then hold the highest bid, at which point I'm going to sell it to you. I'll get you to sign the agreement, which along with our owners does form the contract, and you pay a deposit that is a neat, easy 10% of the purchase price. My role, that is to keep things moving along, either by nominating bidding increments, but for goodness sake, don't let me limit you. I can as well, if I need to, from time to time, place bids on behalf of our owners. They're called vendor bids. You may well have seen them before, but let me make it very, very clear for you. Vendor bids only occur below the owner's reserve, and indeed, I'm only going to place bids on behalf of our owners when I know we're clearly not for sale. All right, have confidence there. It's a roadmap for you, if you like, and you'll know it's a vendor bid. Ironically enough, that's because I'll be saying the words vendor bid, so that shouldn't cause too much confusion. I'll also identify any telephone bidders if we have them today, and that's not because I'm wearing the aqua department that Daryl is standing so close to me here. So I'll identify that to you if we need to. Folks, and if a dispute arises concerning any bid, I'll simply determine that dispute or re-offer the property at the last undisputed bid. But those seldom happen in our auction rooms, and I'm not expecting to see any today. We have a big crowd today, but you all look impeccably well heeled. So can I make that assumption on behalf of all of you today? I always get a few people shaking their heads east-west. Always gets me excited. Looking forward to it. This would be an opportune time if there were any questions about the properties or the process. Jolly good. As I say, 5 offerings for you today. The first being 26 Bowenvale Avenue. Sarah Ashcroft, the leading light in this campaign. Let me take you through the contract of sale here first and foremost. It is a fee simple and a freehold parcel of land. 607 square metres more or less. Lot 1, deposit of claim 20058. Certificate of title, that would be 3A folio 1454. It is being sold, of course, with vacant possession. Settlement date is set down for Friday the 31st of July, that is 3 weeks tomorrow, unless you're working to an alternative one which has been signed off by our owners, in which case, of course, you can bid and buy on that basis. Well, you could say definitely needs work, but potential is there. That was my school report card about year on year every year. And of course, you could say the same for number 26 Bowenvale, what I suggest to you. Definitely some upside here, I would suggest. Of course, we are selling as is, where is, that has been made abundantly clear to all. That signals one thing, and that is opportunity that you have. As I say, definitely some upside here in this original 1950s home, the rough cast over the concrete block. 2 bedrooms, you have that garaging with the workshop as well. Of course, folks, a little bit of work to be done here. Can I implore one thing from you though? If you're going to be doing up the home, if it's your decision, please keep the pig bath. I think it is absolutely gold. I love it, and I would suggest you keep it, of course, here. It's 607 square metres of freehold land in this tree-lined street. the access and the proximity to the Port Hills, the bike tracks, the walking tracks, the opportunity to live the healthy lifestyle is certainly here for you at number 26 Bowen Bell. Good schools in the zone, of course Thorrington and Beacon and Primary, Cashmere High as well, and just a skip and a jump into the city. This is a wonderful location. Properties like this seldom found here, and a wonderful opportunity as this where is today at 26 Bowen Bell. As I look for my hammer, and here it is, and I'm going to suggest a starter's figure of say 150 if you like. Would that get me going here? Would someone like to pay 150,000? You would. Welcome to you, sir. Good luck with your endeavours at 100.
280.
How many, sir?
280.
280, right? Yeah, it's a lovely jump, sir. Nicely done. At 280,000 and 300 properly though, sir. Nicely done here. Won't take long here at 300,000. Who's got
320?
320 I have there at 320 to go.
30.
And 30 more, sir? 350?
330.
330, okay, sir. Thank you very much. At 300. 340. There we are at 340,000. At 360, sir. Is that your number to be at? At 340,000, I have it on my right-hand side. First call at 340 to go now. Second here.
45.
45 more again, or 345. Okay, just checking, sir. And 350. Radio at 350,000 there. 3.5 the bid now at $350,000 here. First call at 3.5 the money here now.
351.
351, welcome to you, sir. Second call.
55.
And 55 there at 355. How are we tracking at 355? Recalibrating to 56, sir. Can I see that from you? And how are we doing? 56, sir. Yes, you will at 356.
60.
And 360 there. Unsurprisingly as well at 360,000. How are we doing? What's that, Sarah?
We're on the market.
It is on the market and will be sold. Does that change your mind here, sir, even for the sake of 1,000? At 360 we have. I'll work with you here, sir. Something further from you now. If you can value it down to that, we'll give you a job in our valuations department right next door here, sir. At $360,000. Once called here, even a 500 to get you home if it makes a difference to you, sir. Second call at 362, and nicely done. Love to see you back, sir.
65.
I was going to say go to 70. Okay, no one listens to me anymore. 365,000. At 365 the money here now. Sir, another 2 from you. I'd see that from you surely now. And 367, nicely done. There's the 370 then.
70.
And nicely done. Not 74.
No,
I'll keep asking. At 370, there it is, and I appreciate it. Thank you, Mary from Harcourt. 370 here with your buyers now. 372, sir. Surely though you can see value there. First call at 372, chances left. Anybody else welcome to join. Second call at 372 now with you, sir. At 372 the money, 375, 3 3/4, a lovely bid at 3 3/4 bid now. Perhaps straight to that number of 400, sir. Would that be the number you'd like to be at? It could be the number. I'll suggest it all day. Sorry.
Give you a 1.
Give me a 1, sir. 376. Okay. Timing you run impeccably, sir. 376,000. 380 then perhaps. That's the next round number, Mary, if you'd like to be there. At
380.
And 380, and there it is at 380,000. Lovely place, sir. Let's see you back in again at 381 if you can, sir, at 380 before we go. Once called at 380, but sir, at 382 perhaps. Let's see that from you now. Third call at 380. Are we absolutely sure? Anybody else? Is there anything further, sir? Do I have your best? Sir, are you back in, sir? Going at 380, sir. I need to know, are you sure? It is going. It is. Go on and sold. Congratulations. Congratulations to you folks. Well done to you. Well done to Sarah and our dealer with this Thank you, Mr. Bailey. We have Right, folks, you've seen how the process works there. There's a bit more breathing space for you now, hopefully there. Let us continue on with our catalogue. Lot number 2, of course, that is the 11 College Avenue, and let me take you through the pertinent points first and foremost that Mr. Adam Hazelwood, Mr. Mickey Limmer, and the team have provided to all interested parties here. The contract tells us 11 College Avenue in Strowan is a fee simple freehold parcel of land, 562 square metres, more or less, part lot 4, deposit plan 7502, certificate of title being 402 folio 176. That lovely list of chattels that it does not change as per your documentation. Vacant possession, 7th of August, 4 weeks tomorrow. Again, of course, unless you're working to an alternative take you. The gorgeous character home here, absolutely laden with charm. I went through this morning, the weather forecast was 5 degrees and sideways rain, and it was toasty warm inside the home. I very much appreciated that. Stunning home here at number 11 College Avenue, and you have those beautiful character features, but also the modern touches at the Vinia Sutton kitchen that you come through to here. Of course, that formal lounge on your left hand side. Do love a formal lounge. You've got that there for you. Wonderful spaces right throughout with 4 bedrooms, plus that study and that second formal lounge, and of course flowing beautifully out through here now to that garden. Very, very private, very well looked after as well at 562 squares. Good spaces for you, but certainly won't get away on you here. And of course, good bedrooms upstairs. Wonderful package here in this pocket of Stroh and the ever-burgeoning amenities that you have just down the road. And of course, very, very close at Maryvale as well. Good schooling, of course, that's in the zone. Just be known that if your kid's late for St Andrews, excuses run wash. Not when you've got this kind of commute, all right? So make sure you're prompt. Just like that, be sure you're prompt with your bidding here today too, folks. 11 College Avenue. What is the opening bidder offer to be here now? Start me away where you like.
1 million here, Connor.
1 million neat, Mr. Limmer. We can pick it off there. A lazy Prince William is what they call that in Cockney slang, sir. At $1 million, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Some want to go straight to 1.1. Would I have 100,000 rise perhaps? But $1 million I have, and I look for a mere 1.1 only to go here now. First call with my lamplighter at the back of the room at $1 million. I look for 1.1 now. Second call, $1,050,000. Righty, I thank you, Adam. $1,050,000. We can chip away in the 50s, not a bother whatsoever. Mr. Limmer, is it a
75.
75 more?
No.
$1,075,000. Okay. I'm going to keep asking you all day. Don't you worry about that. At $1,075,000. Thank you. Are you staying in the 50s though? At $1,021,125. Would I see that from you perhaps? But $1,075,000 I have. $1,080,000. Can you give me 10? Adam? $1,085,000? No.
We'll go to 1.1, Connor.
Thank you very much, sir. 1.1, it's a lovely play. Nicely done, sir. At $1.1 million there now. And I look for something further, perhaps a 10 or a 5 if you like. But at 1.1 I have the bid now, and I look for something further. Looking for 10, folks. I suggest we'd see that from you now. But at 1.1 I have looking for 10 over now if you can be there. First call at 1.1, the bid now. 105. Okay, appreciate it. Thank you very much. At 105, the retort to be, Mickey, is at 10 on top, 115.
Yes.
Thank you very much. At 1,115,000, the bid here now. 1115 and 3 zeros now. 1,115,000. Is it a 5 more? Is it 20, folks? First call at 1,115,000 here at College Avenue then. Another 5. Thank you. 1120, the bid at 1,120 now. Staying with something strong, Mickey. 10 over to be. Can you be 1,130,000?
Yep.
Thank you. I should have asked for more as well. Nonchalantly done. 1,130,000 here, and unsurprising for the quality that we have, the location we do indeed, at 1,130,000 bid now. Is it a 5 more again, folks? Do we have something stronger at 1,130,000? I'll look for 10s if it's here. First call at 1,130 now. Second at 1,130,000. Another 535. Okay, sir. Thank you very much. At 1,135,000. We go straight to the 150. No, we don't. Okay, radio. 1,140,000. At 1,140 the bid here now. Folks, do we have another 5,000? Would you like to be in front of 1,145,000? First call.
A 1, Connor.
I won't take ones, excuse me, I don't mean to be rude, but I need 5,000 if you can be there, folks. At 1,140,000 if you can go 5, I'd appreciate it, but at 1,140,000 we have the bid here, not taking ones at this stage. First call at 1,140,000 now. Twice at 1,140. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, folks. At 1,145,000 bid.
Straight to 150.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. At 1,150,000 bid there now. 1,150 and still travelling in 5s here, folks. Can I see something further from you? At 1,150,000, the bid is at the back of the room, but they are in front. First call at 1,150 now. Twice here. Thank you, sir. At 55. Nicely done at 1,150,000 and 60 there. At 1,160,000 bid now. At 1,160 the bid here. First call looking for 5 more once again. Second call at 1,160 now. Third call at 1,160,000. Is there a further 5,000 before we go here, folks? You sure? At 1,160 the bid. Right, we're going to hang fire. Mickey, you're going to have a chat with your buyers and with our owners here at 1,160,000. I'm going to pause and have a chat with you, see if we can get you home here, folks. Give me a moment, okay? folks, I do genuinely appreciate your patience. Thank you very much. I know you're busy and important people. We have big decisions being made. Sometimes they take just a little bit of time. It has been a lovely discussion outside of the room. As a result of that discussion, I can confirm, Mickey, the bid now stands at $1,275,000. Ma'am, appreciate that. Confirmation of that, ma'am? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. At $1,275,000, I declare the property on the market here for sale unless there is anything further. So for the first time at $1,275,000 before we go. Second call at $1,275,000. Third and final opportunity then, I'm delighted to announce particularly to the back of the room that it is going and sold. Congratulations all. Wonderful result. I hope this is a good sign, man. Congratulations to you. Thank you for your efforts, man. Of course, they don't go unnoticed. And well done, Adam. Well done, Mickey. Thank you to our owners as well. Louise, are we good to go? Thank you very much. Louise Sams, our lead marketing consultant for lot number 3. One of 2 properties she has up for sale here today. Let me take you through the contract of sale first and foremost that we have here at 6/10 Sherborne Street in St Albans. There's a cross lease. Sorry.
I've got a question. I just wanted
Right,
to
ma'am.
check that everybody has been made aware of the 97% moisture reading in the southern wall.
Ma'am, we've had a couple of questions about this. We've had a couple of comments. We've made sure that we've gone back to you. We've given you multiple opportunities. The owners have had multiple building reports done and came back to you, giving you different options.
I just want to make sure everybody else in the room is aware of
If
it.
they were before, they certainly are now, ma'am. Are you bidding today? If I was a cynical man, I'd say that was a bad play, ma'am, for a drop the price there, but luckily I'm not cynical. So I wish you luck in your endeavours today, okay? Good luck with that. Cross lease and fee simple indeed it is. Flat 6 deposit plan 3389 on lot 1, deposit plan 33388, having that share in 1009 square metres. Certificate of title 13F folio 1149. Lovely list of chattels there. Vacant possession, of course, that's on offer for you. A settlement date that is set down for the 6th of August, unless of course you're working to an alternative date here at number 6/10. Of course, superb opportunity to 70 charm with permanent material will give you all the confidence in the world. I can assure you of that. Wonderful renovations done by our owners, the north facing aspect, wonderful renovations as you can see in there. Of course, that ground floor is dedicated to that living space, those French doors flowing out to that wonderful garden spot that you have. Good size. Of course, the bonus here, not just the carport at the back, but the 2 extra car parks. Wonderful work done by our owners. 2 good sized bedrooms, the balcony at the top overlooking that garden as well. The location's absolutely gold here for you. Of course, the Edgeworth Eatery is often underrated, but they're absolutely great for you, I can assure you of that. And of course, the central city as well, literally on your doorstep here. This is a wonderful opportunity, be a first step on the ladder or an investment. It'll perform admirably for you folks. The new heat pump, the insulation, the ventilation system, once again, just adding to that confidence that you have here at 6/10 Sherborne Street. Opening bids, opening offers, I welcome them here from anyone on the floor here now. Perhaps, ma'am, you'd like to kick me off with an opening bid if you like?
Yeah, I'll do 320.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you, ma'am. We'll kick things underway at 320, and good luck with your endeavours at $320,000.
350.
And 350 promptly. Welcome to you, sir, at the back of the room at 350. So 30,000 increment perhaps would be 380, ma'am, if you can be there. But at 350 I have here now, and I'll look for something further if you like, folks. Perhaps 20 in to make it easier. But at 350 I have is there 370 in the room here now. First call at 350 as I look for a mere 20,000 to go. Second call
370.
370. I heard it but didn't see it. Well, sir, sorry, we got you. Thank you very much. At 370,000, ma'am, you were about to bid, I believe. 370 I have though. Would you like to go 390, ma'am? That would be your opportunity.
375.
How about a 10, ma'am? 380.
375.
Okay, lovely. Thank you very much, sir. At 380,000. We'll still roll the tens if you don't mind. At 380, I'd love to see 390 from you, perhaps here or here. At 380, I have, and I'll look for 390 before we go. First call at 380 now.
385.
385. You're in the fives as well. Okay, sir. We'll kick away on fives. Sir.
90.
90 more. At 390, thank you very much, sir. Puts you in front at 390,000. I'd suggest getting straight to that 4 number though here, folks, but at 390 the bid is here. I'll look for 4, but I'll also work with a handful of the 5s if you like. Once called at 390 bid. Second call
395.
at 395. There we are. 300 and 400, and unsurprisingly there at 400,000, so 5 over the place to be if you can be there. But it's $400,000. I'll look for 405 here now. First call here at Sherborne Street. Second at
405.
Thank you, sir. 405 and 410 promptly. There we are at 410 on the knot there now. Unless you're good a bit more, sir, you let me know if it was a bigger number. At 410,000 here. First call at 410 before we go here. Second call here at 410 and 415, sir.
411.
412 and a half, sir.
Done.
Thank you, but 412 and a half. And you're 2.5 to year 5 as well.
15.
415, okay, $415,000 here, sir. 420, surely I'd see that from you now here, sir, but it's $415,000 before we go here at Sherborne Street. Once again, first call at 415.
417 and a half.
417 and a half with you, sir. 417 and a half, surely 420, sir. Don't beseech me now. At 417.5, I look for 420 only before we go here. Once called at 417 and a half bid here now. Second call, third and final at 417 and a half, sir. Is there anything further from you? Man, here, do I have 420 from you? At 417.5. I'm going to recalibrate. 417 and a half. Give me a moment, sir. I'm going to pause and have a chat with you there. At 417 and a half. I'll be right back with you, folks. Excuse me one moment. At 417 and a half. Let's see if we can get you home, sir. folks, to be really clear, we're making progress there on Sherborne Street. It is still very much for sale, but rather than keep you waiting, I'm going to move on to our next property, and then I'm going to come back to you and let you know what the update is here on 6/10 Sherborne Street. So the auction is paused, very, very much open, and I'll come back with you very, very shortly on that. As I say, excuse me, we'll keep things moving along here, and so that of course would be lot number 4, Sonia Cameron, our leading light throughout the campaign here. We're good to go, Sonia?
Thank you, yes.
Absolutely stunning. Thank you so much. It's 1/337 Selwyn Street. Let's have a look at the contract first and foremost that we have here. Cost, lease and fee simple title. It is flat 1 deposit plan 77806 on lot 1, deposit plan 14756, having that quarter share at 830 square metres. Certificate of title 44C folio 974. It'll be a lot easier if you to call it home, I would suggest. It'll go on the ask for invite much easier. A lovely list of channels here. I'll go through some of them: the fridge freezer, the dryer and the washing machine, the internal vacuum system, and the water feature. They are all part and parcel of what you buy here today. Vacant possession, it's on offer Friday the 24th of July, 2 weeks tomorrow. Your settlement day here. Of course, the wonderful renovation done here at Selwyn Street. Always trust a property that's got carpeting in the garage. That's what I say. If they do that, it's always a very good sign of things to come in the home. You've got good sized living downstairs, really bright with that private courtyard, German appliances here in the kitchen, and of course the washing machine and dryer as well. Absolutely quality for you. The owners have done an outstanding job here in the home. You've got the 2 good sized bedrooms, the bathroom there, of course the garaging. Good sized garaging is gold, particularly around this neck of the woods. The LED lighting, the heat pump, gas, hot water, all of these bits and pieces, folks, make it a very, very appealing offering for you, as does its location, of course, near Sydenham, Addington, Stratton, all those amenities, and the city and the hospital, all very, very close indeed, and a number of good schools as well. It really is a wonderful spot here at Selwyn Street, and I want to know what your thoughts are, folks. Those are mine. Tell me yours. What do you think is the value? Oh my word, we've got hello chaps. Yeah, thank you very much. Opening bid either here in the room or on the telephone. I look for opening bids or offers now. What do we think, folks? Don't mind where we start reading, more about where we finish. What do we think? Okay.
350.
350. Why not, Daryl? We kick it off at 350,000. Not a bad place to start at 350 there now. Make it easy for you, rolling tens if you like. Go to 360,000, but 350 I have, and I look for a mere 10,000 to go here at 350. Place to start here on the telephone now. First call as I look for 360 promptly now. Second call at 300. Welcome to you.
355.
Cut me in half straight away, sir. 355. But you're in the front row. I like when people sit in the front row, sir. 355,000. I'm suggesting stay in the tens there and go 365.
360.
You're in the fives as well. Righty up. No one listens. But 3 inch to give you lots of confidence in the property here. At $360,000, who's got another 5, another handful for me? But at 360, I am bid you're now looking for a mere 5,000 to get you in front. First call at 360 on the telephone. And thank you very much, Daryl. 365,000 bid there now. You wish to jump back in, sir, at 370. Could I see that from you? At 365, I have the bid on the phone here. Once called here at Selwyn Street. Twice do I have 370 just on the telephone. Third call, sir, are you in at 300? Lovely bid, sir. 3 3/4, doubling me up. Nicely done. That's the way to buy, sir, at 375,000 bid here.
375.
No, I've already got that there. Sorry, yep. It's an echo. Appreciate it though, thank you, sir. That's what you do when you double up, sir. That's good work. 375. Get ahead of your competition at 375, 3 3/4, as I say, and looking for 385. If you want to give me another 10 here, chaps, but at 375 I had. Once here at 375 now. Twice at 3 3/4 bid here. Third at 3 3/4. Are we in? I need to know.
Would you take 377?
I reluctantly would. Reluctantly would. At 377. Puts you in front. Only at 2,000 increments. Sir, I could go back to another 10 if you can. Or are you going to round it to 380? 380. I thought you might as well, sir. 3,000 on top at 380,000. At 380 here. Quality offering here now in Selwyn Street at 380,000. Okay, 380,000. We get another 2,000 from you, Justin, or Deke here in the room. First at 380, only here now. Second call at 380. Third call at 380,000. Justin, I need to know.
382.
382. Another 382. 385. There we are, sir. Unsurprising here at 385. Go to 390, Mr. Haley, on the telephone if you can. A man in a suit like that can surely get 390 out of a buyer. At $385,000 here. Once called at 385. Second at 385, and of course anybody else welcome to join as well. Third call at 385. Do we have 387, sir? I need to know here at Selwyn Street at 385. Justin, are we in or out at 387? Yes? No? Let me know here, sir, at 385. Sir, it won't surprise you to know we've got a little bit of work to do. 385, I'm going to get some private space for you. I'm going to get you home, and I'll get an update for you on Sherwood Street. So let's find some space, Sonia, and get you home, sir. Thank you, sir. How are
The lady was crying. Which is fabulous. So, I guess.
do appreciate your patience. I've got a couple of important updates for you. Given that we're on this property, we'll stay here for just a moment. At Selwyn Street, I can confirm, sir, the bid has been increased to $395,000. I appreciate that, sir. At $395,000, the property now on the market and here for sale for the first time, the second, the third, and final call here at Selwyn Street at $395,000. Justin, what are we doing on the telephone here? It's going. It is going. Go on and sold. Congratulations. And if we could go backwards, only way at the moment, sorry Lisa.
That's all right.
To Sherbourne Street. Sherbourne Street, we've also been having a lovely conversation. As a result of that conversation, the bid has been increased. That bid now stands at $435,000, sir. Ma'am, I appreciate it at $435,000 on the market here and will be sold at $435 unless I see a better offer now. One chance gone at $435.
Hang on.
Are you bidding, sir? Are you pointing, sir? Oh, right. Second call at $435. But you were nervous there for a second. But third and final at $435. It is going, gone and sold. Congratulations. Congratulations to both sets of buyers there and to our owners and agents as well. So, last but gosh, certainly not least, Louise Sams, we're good to go? Folks, staying on Sherbourne Street, we're now going to move pretty close proximity, you would say, to 5 bar 10 Sherbourne Street. Of course, also for sale here today. I'll take you through the contract at 5 bar 10 Sherbourne Street. Cross lease and fee simple title, flat 5, deposit plan 3389 on lot 1, deposit plan 3388, having net share in 1009 square metres, 13F folio 1148, your certificate of title here. The channels listed has not changed. Of course, there is that tenancy currently in place, paying $315 per week on a periodic tenancy. Settlement date is set down to the 28th of August, which is 7 weeks tomorrow. Well, folks, in terms of location, what I was waxing lyrical about, many of the same things would apply. I would imagine here at 5 bar 10 Sherbourne Street, of course, right next door. Once again, the permanent material to give you confidence. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. Of course, here though, the opportunity to add something to it as well. You've seen what it could look like with a beautiful renovation. Number 6. This one here, slightly more original condition perhaps, but of course you can have great upside here. You can get the investment, or whether it's for yourself and you want the project, this will perform admirably in this wonderful part of town. The carport at the back there, and of course in terms of the ground is certainly fertile. We've seen that we can grow lots of cacti in the back there. It's absolutely gold at 5 bar 10 Sherbourne Street. You can bring your own style and flair for you here, folks. 5 bar 10, opening bidder offer. 300. Thank you very much, sir. Welcome and good luck with your endeavours. You'll see that we've sold properties in the area recently in the Forster at about 435, but we'll kick it off at 300. Nicely done, sir. 3 neat now, and I'll look for perhaps 320 if it's there, but at 300,000 I have, and I'll look for a mere 320,000 to go now. Once called at 300, I look for 320. Second call at $300,000 now. Third call at 3 neat. Or with a 10 if you like, then that makes it easier for you folks. 310 perhaps, just to make it a little bit easier, but at 300, my lamplighter here, I'm looking for 310 promptly, but I shan't dally at these sort of levels. At 300,000, 310 only. Once called again, second, third call at 300. Right, it might be you and I for a while, sir. I'm happy to place the vendor bid at 310. As you know, I only do it at levels it's not for sale at 310,000, so I don't want you shaking your head like that at me. At 310, you'll come back at 320, I'm sure, promptly, sir. At 310, I'll hold the bid on behalf of the owners now at 310. Very comfortable in that position to do so. I look for 320 only here in the room. First call at 310 on my bid. Second call at 310 as I look for 320, that window of exclusivity that you can have here today in the auction, but you need to be above my number at 310 to go. Second call at 310 as I look for 320. Final call at 310,000 now. Folks, you are surprising. I'll place another vendor bid at 320. It's not for sale there either. At 320,000. At 320, I'm looking for your participation here today, folks. As I say, 435, the neighbouring property there. So 320, very, very comfortable in that position. Once again, a vendor bid of 320,000 now. Do we have some engagement from the floor? Otherwise, I'll be forced to pass the property in, and you'll be queuing up making offers on a conditional basis or in a multiple offer scenario, which is, I don't imagine where you want to be. But it's your choice at 320,000. I won't keep placing vendor bids, but if someone's not going to engage above that number, I will be pricing the property in. Final chance here at 320,000 on my bid. First call, second, final call at 320. Well, gosh, you surprised me, folks, but I'm really comfortable to pass it back to Louise and we can deal with buyers post-auction. You need to be above that number. That won't surprise you in the slightest at 320,000. I will pass the property in and you can form an orderly queue in front of Louise there, folks. That concludes then our catalogue. We appreciate your attendance and your participation. Certainly a happy ending for all. Thank you very much.